Holy Toledo! What's up, YouTube? How we doing? It is your boy Trey from Treyders coming back again for another freaking live stream here. It is the Treyders podcast, episode number, drop them in the chat, 69. We're watching AMC's live price action as it sits right now, and we are actually a little bit green here on the day, up about 0.87% at the moment, just trying to reclaim this VWAP. Guys, for everybody that is mad that I didn't have my freaking my glasses cooking for a long time, they were broken. They were absolutely annihilated, destroyed. I mean, the freaking lens on this is absolutely just detached from reality. But I went to that meet and greet yesterday, and there was a nice gentleman named Ethan who ended up giving me a pair of blue light glasses. So we got that cooking up, and no more glasses in the chat because we do have a new pair, a new pair of freaking blue light glasses. That should hopefully help out with this whole cause that we got cooking up. But anywho, AMC, as I mentioned, is green on the day, up about 0.63% as it is right now. Just battling that VWAP, the volume weighted average price. We should not have that short sale rule, the SSR, activated today. That did end yesterday. But looking at the level 2s, they're not super loaded up. They actually don't look that bad. I mean, you're looking at a couple thousand shares from 1265 to 1270 is the largest sell wall that we see popping up right now. But I do want to show you the Ortex data because that short interest is actually going up again here today. It is sitting up 3.46% on the day. Current short interest percentage of free float is 15.4. Short interest looking like about 77 million or so. And I actually put out a video this morning that I think is definitely worth your time watching. If you do want to check that out, it is my hypothesis and my thoughts essentially on the current short interest situation and the synthetics. So if at any point during this video you want to go check that out, here is the name of it. It is just the synthetics are worse than you think, essentially. And that is it. The synthetic shares are worse than you think. It's like a 15-minute video, but I think I walked through pretty well what the whole process looks like, why the synthetics are created, why they're as bad as they are. And it's an interesting topic to talk about. So if you want to look into that, feel free to do so. But we do have short interest trending up as it is right now, sitting about $12.58, just below that VWAP volume weighted average price, up about 0.24% on the day. We've been as high as up 2% on the day, up to about $12.84. We'll see what ends up happening, but it looks like freaking crypto is taking another dump right now. Huge, unnatural, ridiculous flush on Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Bitcoin all at the exact same time. I mean, that is just absurdness. That is not a natural move. There's absolutely nothing technical about the way that this is. In fact, this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern setup, which is typically a sign of an upcoming bullish reversal if you get a break over the neckline at $41,657. Now, you could argue this is a bull trap, but bull traps, especially with blue chip stocks like this, don't make freaking 3, 4, 5% flushes in the matter of a couple of minutes. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish minutes that this ended up flushing down. Absolutely absurd, ridiculous, stupid, unnatural move. I mean, that's just not how cryptocurrency moves. So I'm a little bit sketched out by that, man. And this has happened twice in the last week where you see those huge flushes. And the first time you ended up seeing some news articles that were coming out on the news saying, hey, margin calls happen on cryptocurrency. So I would not be surprised to see that is happening again. And I do believe that the market and crypto market is going to tank and pull back pretty hard. It is going to correlate directly with what you're going to watch on AMC. But today's chart alone tells the story, spike flush. So unnatural it is. It absolutely is, man. That's just not how stocks move. Consolidation, little rips up, little rips down. That's the way the stock market works. You don't see huge flushes like this in Ethereum. I mean, that's just not how. This is the equivalent of Tesla taking a flush like that. You're not going to see Tesla drop 7 or 8% in the matter of freaking 10 minutes. That's just not how it works. This is the blue chip stocks of freaking cryptocurrency is Ethereum and Bitcoin. And both of these had the most ridiculous, unnatural flushes that I've seen out of any cryptocurrency. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's not how it's supposed to reflect. In the price action, that's what you just saw rocking. I saw that $5 super chat that said that was for Justin. if you tuned into Matt's live stream yesterday, that made me laugh, dude. That was a freaking really cool thing to see. But glad you guys are liking the glasses, but we're just going to be covering AMC stock here for a couple of hours. This is my last day in North Carolina for the time being. I do have to go back to Oklahoma and get back to work and that sort of stuff, but I will be here today, and I'll be live streaming for a couple hours. I will not be going bell to bell today because I do have to buy one last thing for my house so it's fully furnished for all my roommates that are going to be moving in. I got to buy a couch and I got to buy a TV, a sectional. So that is going to be on the agenda today. I also want to bring the girl out for some Olive Garden for some lunch, just essentially as one last nice dinner. Well, I shouldn't say nice because Olive Garden is what it is, but I like Olive Garden. I like unlimited breadsticks. And you know me, we do those one meal a day sort of things, but I'm very excited for this. It's going to be really fun. Last thing I want to say before we kind of dive into the community and chat about what everybody's up to is that meet and greet yesterday was absolutely freaking sick. I really enjoyed that. Not just because like it was cool to see the people, but like to hear people's stories, to hear the reason why people are holding AMC stock. And honest to God, that is exactly what this movement embodies to me, is that this is real people's lives. There's real people's money, real people's emotion, real people's stories that need to be told. And I learned a lot about a lot of people, which is absolutely phenomenal, man. Just a couple of names that I remember off the top of my head. I met Ethan. I remember meeting Treyders. Let me keep thinking here. Those are the two for sure. I met like 30 people, so that was tough. I spacing on one of them, but it's on the tip of my tongue. The tip of my tongue. This was made for me too, by the way. This is really freaking cool. So this was painted by a nice girl. I think she was still in high school, but she put this together. It's a little plaque that says some really cool stuff on it. It says, George W., you already know what it is. Knowledge is power. This is the way. Hodl. You got a building. It's AMC Theaters. And there's little stickers that say Gorilla Juice, which is what I call water because water tastes like junk. Then you've got Now Playing Not a Dead Cat, Tendy Town. There's a picture of me and Adam Aaron on the side of the building. But this is really freaking cool, man. So to everybody that dropped some stuff, I absolutely appreciate it. We actually have some donuts as well that were given to me that I'm very excited to eat for you guys. We'll do another freaking donut review at some point. And these were given to me by Ethan, these glasses. So shout out to Ethan, man. Ethan's an absolute ape, absolute goat. We appreciate, I really do immensely appreciate that. So that's what I've got for that. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that popped out. If you are watching this live stream and for everybody that supported, it was a lot of fun to hear everybody. Hear everybody's story. Not a Dead Cat, AMC watching. Day off. Let's go. Joey. Joey was another man. PM Jesus. Patriot Master Gunner. He was also there. Not a Dead Cat on Twitter, baby. You know what it is. Not a Dead. Where's live stream? Live stream's right here, man. We're chilling. We're absolutely chilling. All right, crypto is falling hard. It's outrageous. I mean, Ethereum, just look at Ethereum's dump right now. This is such an unnatural move. That is just not the way that freaking cryptocurrency or any stock, like this is not natural. This is not natural. It's not the way that cryptocurrency works. Dogecoin down 10%, Ethereum down 10%, Bitcoin down 10%, 7% I should say, all making absurdly ridiculous, stupid flushes that are just not natural in the least bit. I mean, it's just not how it works. Not in the least bit. So that is very strange to watch. We're watching some crazy flushes, and that's a lot of liquidity, big money. So what causes this sort of flush in Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin? What pulls those stocks down like this? It's big money taking money out of the cryptocurrency, right? And when they liquidate like that, they sell off their stock. They control a lot of the overall price value of any sort of cryptocurrency or any sort of stock or security in the stock market. And it's just pulling back hard. And this is just further, to me, validating what we've been talking about forever. It's likely margin calls. It's either that or they're managing the risk, limiting their exposure to a lot of the over leveraging that they've been doing on the short side for different stocks in the stock market. And I was looking at Mara because Mara is also flushing alongside this, and I would not be surprised in the least bit to see Riot doing something very freaking similar. Riot is also flushing super hard. I mean, this is just not natural. That's not a natural price move. It's just not. Look at this. Riding a beautiful ascending level of support. You don't even, I mean, this is maybe a small bull trap, but you wouldn't see a retracement over 100% off of a small bull trap like that. You just wouldn't. That's not a natural move. This is people panicking to essentially Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all the major blue chips of cryptocurrency pulling back. And this is reflecting on the entire stock market, guys. It's telling you the whole story. So AMC, as it sits right now, like we'd mentioned, the short interest is up almost 3.5% on the day. We're going to come back here to Ortex and just take a quick peeky weeky what this is looking like real quick. Up 3.46%, as I'd mentioned. And I want to talk a little bit about this actual picture, right? What is actually going on with AMC short interest, right? So if you are not able to catch that video, let's give you a really brief rundown. But you've got two things that contribute overall to this inflated share float that we've got rocking on AMC. It's naked shorts and failure to delivers. And the truth is that the majority of apes likely hold both of these things, and it's not trackable and it's not tangible. It's an intangible number that we will never know. To break this down in the simplest way possible, you're looking at an equation that says X equals, I don't know, we'll just make up a random number, 1 billion, right? But we know that X is supposed to equal 150 million, and X is going to be the exact same as, let's just say, the total shares that are available for lending, right? 150 to 150 million. This is the number that 150 to 155, I should say. This is the number we're supposed to see. But for whatever reason, X is saying it equals 1 billion. The reason for this is that you're looking at an incomplete equation, right? This is what the retail investor sees. You can think of this as this is the reported interest, the reported short data that is given to the retail investor. But truth is, since this is what we're shown, we're being left out. This is the box of what we see, right? This is what we don't see. There's another variable right here. And this other variable is synthetics. It's the naked short selling and stuff that it delivers. What gets caused essentially is that inflated overall supply, which causes selling pressure. And the way that it gets taken off the market is when we decide to sell back the synthetic shares, or it gets cracked down on, and they have to be bought back at some point or another. What they're hoping for is that people paper hand out and they just get away scot-free and nobody ever catches on to the game that they play, because this is what they've done for decades and decades and decades. But this is essentially what you're looking at, guys, is an incomplete equation, right? The short interest, yes, is useful, but it does not tell the entire picture. It really doesn't. It's an overall trend. You're looking at a 60-second recap of a 60-minute game. And it's a very fascinating freaking thing to watch in real time, because I would never in a million years have thought I'd get to see something like that and be exposed to that sort of malpractice that soon. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. It's absurd. I would have never guessed it. We need you to draw an arrow. What am I doing? What am I doing? Absolutely do. Absolutely got to draw an arrow. That looks like it has some good timing too. I appreciate that. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. You know what it is. You know what it is. Much love, homie. Appreciate that, Fernando. Good to see you back, brother. I knew you would. You don't go from living in your car to successful. Let a bump in the road like yesterday stop you. So, essential hard worker, brother. I'm doing absolutely fine. Absolutely, man. I promise you, promise you, promise you. Yesterday, I don't get frustrated with red days. Not in the least bit, right? I take a lot of pride in the community, and I really want the best for everybody. And you saw that passion and emotion come out of me in that sort of way. And I'm the sort of guy that believes that if you don't know the right thing to do, sometimes it's better just to collect yourself and take a step back to think about what the right answer is in a certain situation. And that's just what I ended up doing. You know, that was 100% what it was. So I appreciate everybody's patience, and I appreciate everybody, being cool and showing support and doing what you got to do. But I tell you what, man, there ain't a single thing in the world that can stop me from talking about AMC stock and getting this thing to freaking Tenny-Town Chicken Church Kraken Kingdom. Speaking of which, check this out. You know what it is. You know what it is. You guys have been asking, and so I shall deliver. You know what it is. Oh, man. How do we solve the hedge fund's ability to create unlimited synthetic shares? Doesn't this dilute all of our shares? They can do this forever. They cannot do it forever. But what do we do? The SEC ends up investigating this sort of thing, or the share recount reveals enough to get the SEC to investigate something, or the people who are creating synthetic stock through failure to delivers and naked shorting bear some red flags, right? Essentially, they cross the line, which is unacceptable to look away from. And the governing bodies who watch the stock market and make sure that all the plumbings are doing exactly what they're supposed to do, they finally step in and they say, hey, look, this is way too freaking far. This is way too far. You got to take a step back and think about like how extremely out of hand this is really going to get. And that's exactly what it is. Things are getting out of hand. I mean, this is noticeable to a regular retail investor. This sort of like, look at this. Look, let's just look at freaking Ethereum and this sort of stuff. And you might not think this is not related to AMC, right? Why would I care? But it is. It is related, because this is the sort of thing that flushes out a lot of retail money. And this has happened on AMC stock. I mean, we've seen it. If you want any sort of proof, right? You want any sort of proof to the sort of malicious attacks that have happened with AMC stock, let's just go back and look at the time that it tested $14.50 during the regular market hours, right? Check this out. You think this is a natural flush down? You think that is? Come on. Come on. It's just not. It's just freaking not. That was a purposeful attack that has taken place many, many, many times across many, many, many securities on the stock market. And AMC was the final freaking straw where apes stood together and said, look, man, we're hodling on. It's the apes together strong movement. We're sick of the malpractice, corruption, and fraudulence. And eventually, they got to listen to our voices. It's as simple as that. I think about every major movement that's ever happened in U.S. history. This is obviously a global thing. There's a lot of people from across the world. Oh, lamp's not on. My bad. But think about this. Just the U.S. itself, history. Whenever anything comes to fruition and changes history, people leave a legacy. There's blood on the line, man. Like, I'm not going to lie to anybody here. There have been people who have gotten everything taken away from them because of this movement. There are. I 100% recognize that. Just as every big movement, there's always been blood. In every war, there's blood, man. It's as simple as it is, right? But the big thing is that we remember everybody. We remember all the stories, remember the legacy, the history, and how much this actually means. What this means for the U.S. economy and the U.S. stock market moving down the road. Because think about this, right? I've talked with some friends from the U.K. Just an example. The U.K., for instance, does not allow a lot of the fraudulent behaviors that take place in the U.S. stock market because they recognize the illegality of it and how quickly human nature can take over something like a computer system to steal. Because that's what it is. It's theft. It's absolute theft. What's led us to this point in AMC stocks movement. So that's my 2 cents on that, man. Eventually, war will have a winner and it will have a loser. And how we lose, man, how do we lose? Is you give up. It's as simple as that, right? I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast this morning. I don't know if anybody's a fan, but he was talking about fear factor. And he said something that stuck with me. I think it's a pretty cool message to pass along. I take no credit for it. I'm not that freaking intelligent. But he was saying you've got like pivotal moments in your life, right, that define you as a person. And they're going to be difficult. They're difficult things in life. And AMC is difficult. There's a lot of difficult things about what's going on right now with AMC stock. But he said, look, you've got 2 choices. You know, one choice is you can give up. You can let that one pivotal moment in your life define who you are for the rest of your life. That pivotal time, that one time where everything was on the line and you had the opportunity to do something really cool to change your life, to change other people's lives. And you can give up and say, that's it. I can't do it. And you're going to remember that forever. Or you can step up and say, hey, look, man, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep pushing until the final answer comes to fruition, right? Until I get that end goal, that end result that I want to see. That's how you're going to define yourself for the rest of your life, you know? And I'm not just telling you to buy or sell, right? But that's something that stuck with me and something that I want to remember for the rest of my life is that I had an opportunity to do something that can really change my life and a lot of people's lives forever. And if I'm wrong, you know what? I gave it everything that I had, man. I gave it my full energy. I gave it my full attention. I made the purposeful decision to say, hey, I'm going to talk about AMC stock until this thing's done. I'm going to do as much research, DD, technical analysis, talk about all the things that I can until this thing either comes to fruition or we're all wrong. And that's as simple as it is. I'm going to keep talking about it. It's as simple as that. I'm loving that in the chat, man. Crypto's flushing. Dude, it's getting piss pounded. It is disgusting. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all taking huge, massive dumps right now. It is absurd. It is disgusting. That's just not natural. It's not natural movements at all. Hey, Trey, I miss you, pal. Hey, welcome back. Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. Good to have you. Absolutely. Hey, buddy, I DM'd you a link this morning to SEC litigation against naked short selling. Big win and step in the right direction. Is that on Twitter? Let me take a peeky weeky. I'm guessing it is. Complaint. What was the date for the filing? Jury trial demanded. I want to see a date on this. It's probably at the bottom. May 19th, 2021. Boom! You know what it is? Immediate attention is what they're asking for. Let's see. Yeah. Complaint. Jury trial demanded. See, that's exactly what it is. Plaintiff, the Securities and Exchange Commission, for its complaint against defendant BTIG LLC alleges as follows. This action concerns the misconduct of registered broker-dealer BTIG, which repeatedly violated the order, marketing, and locate requirements of Rules 200G and 203B1 of Regulation Show under the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. Regulation Show regulates the short selling of securities and was designed in part to restrict naked short selling and to reduce failure to deliver. Funny, we were just talking about both of these contributing to synthetic stocks in the stock market announced in an official document. Naked short selling is the unlawful practice of short selling shares that have not been borrowed or located. If sellers are engaged in naked short selling, then the volume of stock sold may be larger than the tradable shares in the market. It can lead to failures to deliver, which occur when a seller fails to deliver securities that it is sold by the settlement date. You know, it is extremely humorous to me that I literally just made a video about this morning, and this came out 2 days ago. Wow. What were the odds? What were the freaking odds, Mr. Whiskey? What were the odds of that? That's pretty interesting, man. I might have to dig into that a little bit and make a video, but very fascinating for sure. With this huge flush that we're seeing right now on AMC, I wonder how Ortex is looking. Short interest still up 3.46%. I'm going to be curious to see if that ends up dropping down anymore. But we're down about 1.37% as it sits right now, just flushing pretty freaking hard. I mean, that is a nasty flush. That's looking pretty rough. Down to about $12.37. Not in the grand scheme of things, though, you know? It's just, it shows you what's happening. It really does. Let's look at this on the 3-month chart. What do you got cooking? Right now, you're in a little bit of a consolidation zone. So we're trading back and forth between this Fibonacci retracement zone just below 12 bucks, right? You got this $12 touch point right here, and then right above 13 bucks. So we've been trading back and forth between $12 and $13, ultimately waiting to see if we're going to get that retest of $13. Obviously, right now, we're on the downswing, but eventually we're going to find a bottom. We're looking for a big, fat, nasty George W setup. I wonder if we're going to get it right here. Looking for that George W bounce, double bottom essentially, off of this level of support at about $12.36. That's what I'm waiting to see, my man. He has glasses again. I know it. I know it. I thought people would be excited about that. Shout out to Ethan. Drop Ethan in the chat. Try username Wolfie in your Discord. I sent you a message. Please read. Much love, brother. Thanks for all your sacrifice and integrity you've shown since January on every single stream. I'll do it, brother. I appreciate that. Let me pull up Discord right now and see if I can find it. Wolfie. All right. Okay, man. Yeah, so I'll read through that after this live stream's over. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here for a super long time. That I'll be live streaming for a couple of hours, but I appreciate that, and I see your message. I've got it pulled up. Absolutely. I'm planning to drop 1K today. Should I wait for PH or do it now? PH. You mean after hours? I would wait for a bottom here. What I would do is I would wait for a bottom. You're looking for a bottom out on this this flush that we're seeing happen right now on the short side, right? Because the volume is definitely picking up, which indicates to me that this is some pretty purposeful short attacks that is coming in right now on AMC stock. Currently sitting at about $12.30 at the low of the day. You can see these level 2s are loading up really freaking fast. I mean, look at the bid and the ask. Side by side by side by side. Lots of freaking short selling on both sides of this right now. Oh, power hour? How did I not? Bob Saget, man. Smooth brain. I'm telling you, that's some smooth brain stuff. I am such a smooth brain. Are we getting a bounce on, a little bit of a bounce? I wouldn't quite call this the end of the downtrend. You're looking for a break out of this descending level of resistance. That's going to take a little bit of work. That's going to take some work to get out of because that was a nasty flush. I think people are going to be worried about getting the rug pulled out. People don't want to buy on down days like that. Down rips, the volume will probably be lower on down rips. Hey, I'm stuck in the washing machine. It's Trey's pink tank top. No! It smells in here. Take care of yourself. Thanks for all you do. Man, I was saying this yesterday. I never in a million years thought that I would have inanimate objects for my freaking household and hotel room that would have Twitter handles and YouTube handles. That is the craziest thing ever. That is pretty freaking wild. People are saying that Ortex put out a tweet. So let me check this out. Let's see what we got cooking. I'm going to have to watch that in a little while too. Ortex. All right, short interest update. Increased borrowing in AMC. So far today, we've seen 24 times as many shares borrowed as returned. 15.42% of free float for live short interest data. Oh, man. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? They will never learn. Looks like we got the first little bit of a green candle right here, but it's going to take more than one green candle to get out of that downtrend because that was about 10 minutes of flush. You're looking for at least, I would say, 5 minutes of trend continuation or consolidation to signify to me that we have negated some of that freaking downtrend because that was a pretty rough flush. I'm not going to lie. New glasses, new tray. Yeah, these glasses are not bad. They definitely do the trick. They help with the blue light for sure. I noticed a difference. I already noticed a difference. Hey, Trey, happy Friday. Just tweeted you some wholesome content. Hey, Denda, apes together strong. Let's see what we got for everybody. Hey, Denda. Hey, Trey, just wanted to show you some more ape love. What we got? I'm pouring new. I bought 2 shares. Help me get some gains to buy more. Let's go to the moon. What's your Venmo, fam? 14 bucks. Let's go. That's freaking sick. Look at that. Somebody Venmo'd this guy some money to buy another share. That's awesome. Absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. You really do. That is some wholesome content. That is some wholesome content. Bitcoin to 20K. Do you think it's going to drop that freaking low, man? Sitting at 38,000 right now, finally getting a little bit of a bounce, but man, that would be a stupid historic flush. I mean, to go from 40,000 to 20,000, that is a huge, huge flush. I mean, let's look at this on the 1 year. You would be giving back literally 6 months of gains in the matter of a couple of days. I mean, look at how rough this downtrend is. That is nasty. That is a stupid, stupid, stupid downtrend. Nothing natural about that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This whole community movement are so wholesome. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So Adam Aaron isn't doing the recount. He is. It's going to be the first week of June. That's where you can expect some answers. Justin is here. Welcome. Welcome, Justin. Good to have you. I just don't get why people didn't listen to my DD with blue chip stocks, cryptos, and all the DD posted on Webull. People would have saved a lot of money. It's a good question, man. Some people might not, they need to see things with their own eyes, I suppose. Check news on Webull. United Maritime Capital increased their AMC position by 1,365%. Whoa. Where is this? Let's look at this. Investment company United Maritime Capital buys ProShares Trust, Beyond Meat, AMC, Plug Power, Riot Blockchain, yada, yada, yada. New purchases. Plug. I want to see AMC. There it is. Added to a holding in AMC Entertainment by 1,365%. The purchase prices were between $1.98 and $19.90, with an estimated average price of $7.61. The stock is now traded around $12.55. The impact to a portfolio due to this purchase was 1.16%. The holdings were 146,500 shares as of 2021, March 31st. So that's pretty cool. They don't hold a huge, huge amount, but that's definitely a significant increase. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about the fact that it's a significant increase. Justin! You love to see it. You really do. Trey, stop forcing me to pay you super chats just in case. What the heck? Just paying it back. You taught me a lot and wish I could have been there yesterday. Hey, Ruben, we'll do another one in the future. We absolutely will. When the crap really hits the fan and the big boys get margin called, crypto will be in some real danger. Be careful. I agree with you, man. I really do. I 100% agree. I think the stock market and crypto is going to take huge, huge, stupid, fat, stupid dumps. Ridiculous dumps. Oh, man. Did you see Rich Greenfield tweet about Adam Aaron? I did. He was talking about me. That freaking, unless it's a new one, that silly chicken. That silly freaking chicken. What a dude. Let's just check this out. Rich Greenfield. I love how Rich Greenfield's neck pops up before Rich Greenfield. That's too good. That's funny. That's pretty good stuff. Tweets and replies. Let's see if he said anything else. He retweeted this? Ah. Hold on. They should all be ashamed of themselves, and the worst part is that CEO Adam and his management team are encouraging this behavior. Is it true that the CEO is encouraging? How so? Because that's a story. Read the last transcript. Aaron said that he and AMC would each make a $50,000 donation to the Diane Fossey Gorilla Fund. Am I like... I just don't... What? What? That's sense. How are you saying that he's encouraging this because he donated $100,000 to gorillas? In what way? In what way? In what way is this encouraging Jack Diddley squat piss? It's nothing. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That doesn't make, that just makes no sense at all. That just makes no sense at all. Oh, it's Toledo. What? Get out of here. Oh, come on. Come on. You're telling me a guy donating money to a charity is encouraging bad behavior? I don't know, man. Seems like you're grasping at some straws. Yikes. Oh my God. Oh, I did not see that. I'm really glad you brought that to my attention. What the heck? What is that? Holy Toledo. Jeez. Whew. That was a good laugh. That was a good chuckle. And you know what? That good chuckle brought us a nice little decent boom boom candle. That was some good karma right there. Getting a nice laugh out of that. That was a good laugh. I like it. Oh, jeez. The chat's going nuts. You guys are freaking cracking me up. What the heck was that? That's some funny stuff. That is some funny stuff. Jesus. Did you see the 4chan post alleging the dip in crypto? Unsure if it's valid, but it lines up what's going on. Hodl ape. I didn't see the 4chan post. If anybody has a link, let me know. Let me know. Please do. Did Trey get a motorcycle? I don't think so. I don't think I own one. Oh, jeez. Use a super so you can pay to have your lawn cut. P.S. Where's Arrow? Oh, we got to move Arrow. My bad. I don't think I'm going to pay somebody to mow my lawn. I don't know if I know anybody that would mow my lawn for me. So that's a piece of why I can't stream bell to bell today. Is I gotta buy a couch, I gotta buy a TV, and I gotta mow my lawn. My lawn's got some dandelions that are attracting some rabbits, and it'd be cool if they attracted monkeys and gorillas and silverbacks and orangutans. But I don't have any need for rabbits in my yard. I'd much rather have a freaking bunch of cool gorillas rocking out here. But it is what it is. We got a little bit of a, you big fat, you know what it is forming up. George W. double bottom setup right here. So we got this downtrend right here. As you can see, this huge sell-off, 10-minute sell-off, 5 to 8 minutes of consolidation. Now we got a little bit of a follow-through. So we're looking for a follow-up on this nice grip candle right here, this 1 minute candle with 5 minutes of trend continuation or consolidation to get a next leg up for a good move. We didn't end up holding this level of support right here at about 12.36, but that's okay. We're down about 1% of the day, sitting at about $12.42. So far, it is a little bit of a red day, but we just got to wait and see what's going to turn around. Looks like Bitcoin, Ethereum might be getting a little bit of a bounce here. Dogecoin down about 7%, Ethereum down 8.6%, Bitcoin down about 5.9%. We're going to look at this on 1 minute candles and just see how much they bounce. And they're definitely getting a little bit of a bounce here, but it's going to take a lot of work to make back that freaking that flush that we just saw. I mean, that was a $6,000 or $7,000 flush, which is pretty significant, pretty huge. Offer a kid to cut your grass in exchange for you buying him shares of AMC. I think that's fair. I think so. Enjoy your last day, man. Thanks for meeting up last night. Had a blast. Heading to Quick Stop for a donut in your honor. Treyder, hey, I was just shouting you out, brother. Thanks for popping out. It was cool to meet you. You got a rockin' man bun and beard. I wish that I could grow something like that, but my job, man, they don't let it happen. Trey, maybe a sell-off due to margin calls. Reminds me of Wednesday fire sale. Definitely not natural. It's just, I anticipate the same thing, Clifton. If it's not a margin call, they're liquidating their own holdings in cryptocurrency to make up some of their overexposure, I think, in other positions. We said it a million times, right? Essential Hard Worker has mentioned this, his DD, and I've done probably less intense DD, finding the same stuff, that when AMC moons, when it all comes and goes, what you're going to see happen is an inverse relationship in the stock market. Blue chips, all your good stocks, including cryptocurrency, will take huge pullbacks. And AMC, GameStop, Naked, Express, Microvision, all those heavily shorted stocks will have their moon day. It's essentially what it is. It's 100% it. My kid will cut your lawn for 2 shares, says Chris. There we go. That sounds fair. I bet the crypto dump is in part due to the IRS announcing a crackdown on taxing crypto. Monero price going up 100% in the last day sort of confirms this. I wouldn't be surprising. I could contribute to it for sure. It definitely could. Hey Trey, I sent you a DM on Twitter yesterday. Feel free to check it out. My nickname is The Real Shane. Cheers, bro. Stay strong. I'm chilling, brother. I'm doing absolutely good. I hope you are too. I say absolutely a lot. Maybe I gotta stop saying that so much, but it's just kind of one of my words. You said you sent me a DM? DM on Twitter? You can do arrows and Weebo, buddy. You're awesome. The numbers don't lie. The DD is correct. Don't let the... Okay. I didn't know that. So how do I... Is that a real thing? Did I really not know this all this time? How do I... What the... How do I do that? Holy Toledo, am I just figuring this out? What in tarnation? But how do I do it? How do I get that screen? Holy crap. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Oh. 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 What? All this time? All this time I've been drawing arrows and I could have just freaking done that? That's funny. That's some cool stuff. It really doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much to get me excited. Wow. Well, the more you know, man. The more you know. The more you know. I just want to say thank you. Your videos have helped me know the way. I appreciate that, brother, but I tell you what. What, brah? I know. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? That's so cool. That's good stuff. Absolutely. If they can't count synthetics, but we hold synthetics, does this mean we don't get to vote? I don't understand how it can't be counted in entirety. So the thing is that if we get mailed a proxy statement, it's because you hold a share, right? So if you're a shareholder and they can file that, right, essentially sending you your proxy, they'll be able to count up, not all, I don't think, but they'll be able to crack down on what they know, what they can definitively prove through that shareholder count, through how many people get mailed a proxy statement, is a way to essentially know how many synthetics are out there. I don't know what the number is going to be. I don't know what their finding is going to be. But what I will tell you is this. I think it is going to be an opportunity to expose some of the crazy stuff that's happening right now. How does Matt K put emojis? He doesn't use Webull. He uses a different brokerage. That's what it is. All right. Coming back up. Trey, I appreciate your energy as it helps us stay steadfast. It was awesome to see Apes on Twitter and Reddit get your back. True Apes stick together. Hey, thank you, Jarvis. I'm chilling, man. It was good to see. It's good to see the community doing what the community does. As simple as that. The old arrows were synthetic. They didn't exist. They never were real. They were never real. They were never real. Volume is what's hurting us. We're going to continue to consolidate unless we get massive volume. So the volume, the way that it is right now, right, you're always going to have lower volume on red days as compared to green days. And that's just the nature of this beast, right? That's the nature of AMC stock. So as you can see here, you're absolutely right. The volume yesterday was low, and it was a red day. We saw the first red day in a good minute. Besides this day, the volume is trending down on these two last days because the volume is red, right? You typically get people that buy and buy on green days and sell on red days, and that's the problem with that equation is that you're not getting the people that are selling on red days because people are holding the stock. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Now that you have glasses, AMC will boom, bow, chicka, wow, wow. Glad to see your energy back. I saw that you're super tall and actually wear pants. I do occasionally wear pants, Mike, but I'm not that tall. I was standing next to a guy that was a little bit shorter. That's really all there was. I'm about 5'11". I think the average height for a guy is 5'9". So just a hair above average, 5'11". I wish I could say 6 foot, but I can't. I can't say 6 foot. I wish that I could. I wish that I could. Airbnb versus Alibaba, which is a better buy for long term? But thanks for daily knowledge and awesome personality, AMC Sensei. I personally do like Airbnb, but I think the thing about them is I'm waiting to see how they handle and how they do when hotels are back at full capacity, when COVID and quarantine restrictions are pretty much irrelevant at some point in time. So I personally would favor Airbnb, but that's just an opinion, man. And I say that because Alibaba, from what I've seen in the past, has had some problems with, I wouldn't say fraudulence, but some mishandlings. And they've got some pretty crazy flushes consequently because of it. I like Airbnb. I don't know how they've been holding up. Let me just look at it technically. Airbnb definitely in a downtrend. Let's look at it, or Alibaba is. Airbnb has not been IPO'd for that long. These are daily candles, but it's in a downtrend too. It just, the market as a whole, you've got a lot of blue chips that have been making some pullbacks. 6'4" shrimps over 6 inches means it does. Yeah, absolutely. 5'9", podcast 69. Nice, dude. Time flies. Time flies. It really does. It really truly does. I'm still blown away by the order flow. Love the channel. Watch every day. You were the one that made me feel like I could do this. Thanks, bro. Dude, the order flow makes no sense. Let's look at this today. Once again, wouldn't you know it? Inflow is higher than outflow. Weird. Strange. Huh. That makes no sense at all. Well, how about we just compare this to GameStop here really quick. GameStop green on the day, and you've got a pretty large difference here. Inflow higher than outflow, and it's green on the day. You've got a difference of 29 million versus 37, so that's about a $7 million difference. AMC, you've got a $3 million difference, and it's red. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Really, very strange. Very strange. Whenever you're back in the land of 10,000 legs, let me treat you to a bottle of crack and a couple of brews. You're number one, my man. Hey, man, I'll take you up on that. I absolutely will. Definitely will do that. Man, crypto is just having a tough time this morning. Look at this. Look at Ethereum. You got a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders pattern that could be starting to form up here, but we got to wait and see how that's going to play out. Bitcoin down 7.8% right now. Not as much of an inverse head and shoulders pattern here. This is showing a little more weakness than Ethereum is at the moment, but geez. I mean, that's some absurd sell-off. It really is. Proportionally, Jimmy, inflow is way higher. It is true. But the inflow on AMC is higher than the outflow, and it's red. That's just the point that I'm proving, is the inflow on GameStop is higher than the outflow, but it's green. And then you've got the opposite for AMC, where the inflow is higher than the outflow, but it's red. It just doesn't make sense. That goes against basically everything you're supposed to believe about inflow versus outflow. Are you on Tinker AFB? I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Tinker AFB. I'm not sure if I know what that is. I live in Oklahoma. I can't say exactly where, but about an hour away from Oklahoma City. It's Friday. Can you give a shout out to my big diamond hand bros, Ryan Graves and Chris Holbert? Also, your B-Day is a day away from my son's Gemini season. Gemini, I should say. Hey, well, shout out to Ryan Graves and Chris Holbert. I'll tell you what, your son's got a pretty cool birthday. June 21st is my birthday. It's actually a month from today. How about that? Almost 24. Check out Hedgie Made Account. Look up the tweet by Barry Gensler from 15 hours ago. Barry Gensler. Let me check this out. Barry Gensler, huh? Barry. Look at this. Okay. Let's see what we got. 15 hours ago. Federal financial regulators should be ready to bring cases against bad actors in crypto and other emerging technologies. Wait, I'm confused. How long has this existed? How long is he's got 28 tweets, 8,500 followers. Fixing chairs in the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. New to the social parody world, so go easy on me. How does he have 8,500 followers? Barry Gensler? Interesting. So there's a Gary. There's a Gary from 1957. Barry. I don't know about that. Federal financial regulators should be ready to bring cases against bad actors in crypto and other emerging technologies. Do you agree? Wow. I mean, for a hedgy made account, it's doing decently well, followed by Rich Greenfield's neck. I love that. Interesting account. Wow, it's doing, that's something. I like that. Parody account, it's fake. Obviously, I totally get it. I get the story. Interesting. Do we want to read that article? Parody! Yes, sir. Please do, Trey. Read over the entire document this morning. This could be the first of many cases. There we go, Adrian. I'll do it. The game is rigged, boys. It will never be fair. HODL. And it hasn't been for decades. We like the bigger arrows. Should we draw a bigger arrow? You know, I think you're probably right. It's easier to draw it this way, but not everything in life is easy. We'll go like that. Cowabunga. You know what it is. It's Gary. I thought it was Gary. Yeah. You should go to Barry Gensler and help him elaborate subjects for discussion for AMC. GME shit it all on his Twitter. Should I say something to it? Good morning, the most beautiful grill in the community. Nah, man. I'm just a regular dude. I'm built like a stick. I just take pride in being an average man. Glad to see that you seem to be feeling better today. Much love, brother. I'm absolutely chilling, Matthew. I appreciate that. This crypto dump is manipulation. Big players will snap up all Bitcoin, Ethereum, HBAR, XRP, and 88 cheap because these will go up thousands of percent in 3 years. I'm with you. Make an arrow out of arrows. That's a concept right there. Now that's a concept. Let's try that out. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. I'm curious as to what this will do. This might look kind of strange. But we're here for experimentation, man. Let's give it a shot. No, I don't want that. This looks a little goofy. I don't know. Let's give it let's see what happens. That's not right. What is this? Oh man. That doesn't look anything like an arrow. That looks like freaking geometry. I don't like geometry. I think we're gonna stick with what we know and love. Stick with what we know and love. It's that simple. God, that's a discombobulated looking arrow. There we go. Lamp off, lamp on. All right, so we're gonna give you guys an update here real quick on AMC, what we got cooking up on the charts. As you can see, we are currently down about 1.27% of the day on the level 2. It's pretty even spread across the ask. You got a pretty decent buy wall at about $12.33, 18,200 total shares at 12.33. So that should hold us up pretty decently. And that lines up, I wouldn't quite call that a level of support, but it is a buy wall with that 18,000 share spread right there. But you're looking through, a couple thousand shares on each individual penny to push through. And since the volume is decently low, that's going to take a little bit of pressure to end up getting that break over these different levels. Where's Subway Cup? Oh, I suppose you can't see it. We'll put it right there. Subway Cup is chilling. Don't worry. Do you feel they buy and sell employment crypto and then take profits to flush AMC? And so it's definitely a possible thing. And that's the danger of big money, right? So think about this. When you make a purchase on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, whatever it is, to be honest with you, to be completely blunt, your purchase probably doesn't make a large impact on the overall price action on that crypto, on that coin, right? But when a big money buy comes in, they push stock price up. They do. They 100% do. And when they sell, they push stock price down, which leads other people to either buy or sell depending on the overall momentum of that cryptocurrency or security in the stock market, right? So they can dictate a lot of what happens with different prices, which is sad. I don't know what the answer to that is, or if there even is an answer, but it is a 100% fact that they do affect overall price action. It does. Any thoughts on the T plus 21 plus 35 convergence? I DM'd you on Twitter yesterday, Big Pooh Gorilla. I'm not saying dates, but May 24th to 25th. So Big Pooh Gorilla, I will check that out here in a little while, but I really have a hard time putting out dates. I just have I don't enjoy doing it, mostly because it's very difficult. I don't like letting people down. I think when you put dates out there, you lose people in the ape community. The truth is, and this is as simple as it gets, nobody knows. Nobody knows when the exact date is going to be. We can talk about DTCC filings, the SEC filings, NSCC filings. We can talk about the overall short interest on something. We can talk about this. We can talk about that. But the ultimate truth is that we don't know if any of those things are ultimately going to lead us to where we want to go. There's steps in our direction. They're confirmation boxes, the liquidations, all the filings, all the short interest, all the numbers, right? But that's the most that we can do. The most we can do is speculate and wait. I mean, I hate that answer because I wish that I knew a date, but I don't. People tell me to check out Lou's tweet. Yeah, we checked this out earlier, man. It's good stuff to see. It really is. Good. Lover of expensive bacon. I like that. That's cool. So proud of this community. You guys crack me up. Huddle on, everyone. We're going to win this war. 500K LFG, baby. More stonks, less balls. You can't see anything. I promise. These have lining. So these are shark shorts, right? These are running shorts. They're pretty nice. I like them. I wore them because every freaking day in the stock market is Shark Week. We're out there swimming, looking for blood. As simple as that. We need to get Adam Aaron and his fellow NBA owner Mark Cuban on a live stream with you. Dude, I don't think I'll ever have the opportunity to live stream with Mark Cuban. That would be pretty wild. If it was possible, I would do it for sure. Trey wears short shorts. I do. 100%. Hit Lamp. I'm not going to hit my girl. I love Lamp. Lamp takes me there. She does. Running shorts. Yeah, they are. People say they're boxers, but I used to run. I'll show you some pictures because I know there's probably those, there's people like, no, those are boxers. But they're running shorts. I'll tell you what, they are. Let me just show you this. Running shorts. America. Running shorts. Running shorts. Running shorts. I like my running shorts. They take me there. They definitely take me there. Oh, this is a good one. This is a throwback. I had some beer running shorts, but I lost them. This is me and my buddy shotgunning a beer after we finished a half marathon. He didn't do a very good job. He got a lot of it on the ground. But it was a lot of fun nonetheless. That was a good race. That was a lot of fun. Skinny mini. I was a small guy for sure. Definitely. We should super chat squeeze Trey now. Zeke, no. Don't do that. I don't want that. I promise you. No. There was already one Justin. You can't recreate the Justin. You can't. Billboard's live in Vegas, and I saw confirmation that we do have an AMC banner at the Indy 500. Glock 9. Dropping the facts. Let's go. You love seeing it. Waste beer. Dude, I know. Honestly, I told him afterwards, I was like, Brandon, this is my friend Brandon. Brandon, you absolutely butchered a perfectly good Bud Light. What did you just do? Sad day. But that's how life goes. What do you do? New Lou versus Wall Street tweet. I saw the most recent one. I did. What are we voting on this time for July meeting? So nobody knows everything we're voting on yet. So the proxy is going to get mailed out in the first week of June, about the same time that we're supposed to figure out what they know about the official share count. And once they give it to us, we'll have an idea, but that's as much as we know, you know? I have no more information than that. Bud Light is the worst beer in the world. I can promise you that you've never had a Red Dog then, because Red Dog is really bad. We got AMC to Moon to be able to pay you. Trade Subway sponsorship. Yeah! I love that. I don't want one of those. I just like Subway, but it's good. Price prediction, super chat war. Glad to see your peakers protected. No, none of that. We don't need it. But I appreciate that, Dad. Chef Pew Pew is always watching out for my eyes. But we like these blue light glasses. They're pretty decent. Oh, man. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, AMC is just trading sideways. It's there's not much to talk about. It's pretty low volume on the day, and on red days, you just typically don't see a lot of volume, and that's kind of the aftermath of what you're seeing happen right now. It's just a low volume day, not much happening. There's really just not much happening. It's as simple as it is. Trey, I hope you felt the love at your meet and greet. We're all here for you in the ape community. Have confidence if you need it, interest free. Brad, I appreciate that, brother. If I ever need to borrow some confidence from you guys, I'll definitely do it. But I'm sitting good right now. If you need to borrow confidence from me, red days never get me, man. They just don't. I'm used to it. We've been talking about this for freaking 5 months. People are dropping Wafu. Is Wafu making a move right now? Woo! Jeez. Up 44%. This is a really, really low float stock, so that's not surprising to see. Free float on this is 1.18 million. So at any given point in time, this can make really, really dirty moves, and you're seeing it right now. Definitely seeing it right now. Wafu. Check my Twitter message that I sent you. Silky Johnson, I need your handle. If you give me your handle, I'll check it out. So right now we got cooking up on AMC. I see a little bit of a pattern forming up. So this is the beginning of a trend. You're looking at the beginning of a pennant formation. So you're looking at a break either above or below this descending level of resistance or ascending level of support. 15 EMA is trading underneath the 200 EMA right now. We're trading underneath the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. That is the average price that anybody who bought on the day has paid for their stock. The average, mean, the median for whoever is up or down on the day. So typically if you're trading underneath the VWAP, you are bag holding. The majority of people are red. Above, most people are green, right? And when you're trading over the VWAP, you typically see more green volume. You typically see more people buy the stock, that sort of thing. Sweet glasses, thank you. I appreciate that. We have them Fast 9 tickets for AMC theaters only for free in VA. AMC stock, AMC strong. Here's some Subway money. Dude, that's going to buy me like freaking 6 Subway subs. You're the man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. We need lamp help. Hey, well, lamp off, lamp on. You know what it is. What does the Fibonacci thing indicate? So the Fibonacci retracement gives you an idea of overall strength on any given chart, right? So I use this to take a guess at where you're going to see AMC end up falling back to when it makes its pullback here. And so far, it's held up pretty decent. So the 61.8 to 50% retracement gives you an idea of some levels that you can expect it to consolidate in. And so far, it's just consolidating back and forth between that 61.8 and 50%, which is a box zone that I've drawn up multiple times over the last couple of videos. Check out UON, supposed to be black owned. BlackRock blew up this time last year for Juneteenth. What you think? So I don't know. It would depend on the news catalyst. I don't think you could say it'll blow up at the exact same time just because the dates are similar. Oh wow, look at that. Never mind. They already blew up. So there you go. That's pretty wild. I don't know much about the company. It's supposed to be BlackRock owned. So you want to follow where big money's moving, right? I wouldn't buy it right now. I mean, this is a pretty huge rejection indicator on this candle setup. It looks like it might end up flushing down, at least on the day. At least on the day it could. Yeah, I mean, it had a really crazy gap up, and it looks like it got, halted for volatility. But I would not particularly touch it on this downtrend right now. I would look for a reversal. I would look for a reversal personally. And what does a reversal look like? You're looking for a bottom out, some sort of consolidation, whether it be on an hour candle or 2 hours worth of candles, followed by an engulfing candlestick pattern, right? So something like this. Let's just hypothetically say that this next hourly candle was a green one that was larger than this previous red candle. That to me would indicate that you've got an upcoming bullish reversal. All right. Looks like a pump and dump. Yeah, so like I'm saying, I wouldn't touch it. It's not a lot of strength that you're seeing right now on the stock. Not for me. I don't personally like that. All right, guys, I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. So what I'm going to do for you is we're going to keep lamp off, lamp on. We're going to give you a little bit of a bear trap. And hopefully when I come back, this freaking arrow comes to fruition. So just give me a quick minute. Just going to use the bathroom, refill my water, to get a quick stretch in. Should take no more than 1 or 2 minutes or so. And I'll be right back so we can get some more schmeckles rocking on AMC. So I'll be right back, my friends. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Do me a favor real quick if you want. If not, I don't really care. Just drop a like on the video. Otherwise, I'm chilling either way. It doesn't really matter to me. Be right back. Oh, all right. We're back, and Lamp has at least held the line. We haven't got much price action here. I gotta be honest with you guys. I mean, there's just not a whole lot to talk about in terms of AMC's price action right now. It's just consolidating. It's a flat day. We're down about 1.5% as it sits right now. We were over the VWAP, did have some nice bullish price action, got a nice follow through on volume here with 805,000 shares. Ultimately got to an intraday high of 1284, and it is currently about 11:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on the flip of a dime, we can see a nice reversal of some sort. But we're just waiting to see what ends up happening. I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to. I'm going to check the Ortex data here really quick and just see what we got cooking up here. And the short interest is up 3.88%, total of 77.88 million total current short interest. So that is starting to trend back up as of today. We'll wait and see what ends up happening. Calling the squeeze June 6th. My birthday, my initials are AMC, so I had to buy Ape Strong Trey. You see true apes, the ones who don't flip on a dime. You're always in my thoughts, peace and love. I'm here to hold any ape up who needs it. Thank you, flying acorns. Man, I'm really stuttering today. What the heck? I really do hope for you, man, that it squeezes on your birthday. That'd be a heck of a gift. That'd be a pretty sick gift for sure. If you're ever in Jersey, we have to set you up with a dinner at a real Italian restaurant. Say no to Olive Garden. Yeah, let's go. Day traders getting rich off AMC. I've seen that pop up in here in the chat a couple of times, and I don't think people are day trading AMC. There's not a lot of volatility here. Day traders are looking for leading gappers, and AMC has been a leading gapper one time in the last 3 months. I mean, it's been a long time, and it was probably on this day right here. So I don't think day traders are getting this. Maybe swing traders are touching this thing, but I don't think day traders are messing with this stock. All right. If you're ever in Jersey, we have to set you up with it. Oh, I already read that. I'm new to this. If there are synthetic shares out there, is it safe to buy more? It's going to be psychological warfare, man. And I mean that in the way that you're going to see games. You're going to see this thing swing up and down, sporadically over time. And it's going to be mentally challenging. So you're going to have to be strong enough to want to hold through those red days and the green days, right? Not getting too excited about either one, not getting too discouraged by either one. So that's ultimately what it is. Hey, Trey, sent me a very important and heartfelt message a few weeks ago to your email and Patreon. At the very least, would love to know if you saw it. To my email. Coming from Kanala Walzel. So I don't know what your email is, but I'm not seeing it, man. I get quite a few, and I apologize if you sent me something and I haven't read it. If you give me your handle, I'll check it out, but I really try my best to get back to as many people as I can. There's just a lot. There just really is. There's a lot of messages that I gotta kind of piece through and try and get back to. It's difficult. So I appreciate you sending me that message, but I gotta be honest with you, I haven't seen it, and I hope that doesn't put you in the wrong way. How much shorting have we seen? I want to see the daily short sale volume percentage, because this is interesting. As of yesterday, it was 57% total short volume. Look at how high it's been and how long it's been hanging here. 61%, 57, 56. Where are these shorts coming from, huh? Where are they coming from? Because Stocko Tracker has been saying that freaking the shares available are in the millions, 3 million, 4 million. It's just trending downward, more shares available. But yet, freaking fascinating. The short volume percentage is astronomically high. Almost like the math doesn't add up. Almost like the math doesn't add up. I just don't know if I understand. I don't know if I understand. Oh, man. Google Sabrian Systems, AMC, and read it. They own Gradient Analytics, the ones who helped Naked Short overstock years ago. Gradient Analytics. They own Gradient Analytics, the ones who help. Who owns them, though? Is a leading independent equity research firm with expertise in financial analysis, forensic accounting, and executive behavior. Ooh. Is that the LLC you're talking about? The one with the SEC investigation? Because that would not be surprising, man. That would not be surprising. I'd have to read into this more, but that's pretty interesting stuff. Systems. Best-in-class research intelligence, providing a comprehensive perspective on generating alpha and managing risk. Interesting. Does anybody know more about that? Does anybody know stuff about the gradient analytics? Let's get Rich Greenfield to mow your lawn. Oh, I would pay him $5 to mow my lawn. I absolutely would. Absolutely would. All right. Where? Trey, did you watch that video I posted on your video last night? Give me the aliens OnlyFans. I don't know which video you posted it on, but I gotta be honest with you, I haven't seen it. I really haven't. Recount, you think smart money coming in because they think recount will cause share volume to decrease and price increase. It's entirely possible. I think Adam Aaron and the AMC company knows that there's stuff going on with the stock. I mean, why else would they want that official share count? In my opinion, I mean, I think it's pretty clear as day that they want to crack down on whatever sort of BS is going on to keep their stock price so suppressed, considering the fact that retail investors own 80% of the overall float. I mean, let's just think about this for a second, right? If retail investors own 80% of the float, and there's 3.2 million of us, that's probably raising some questions for Adam Aaron. He's probably thinking to himself, how does this make sense? Where does the math add up? Because it doesn't make sense to me, so it can't make sense to him. He's much more intelligent than I am. I'll tell you that right now. It looks like Ethereum making a small recovery. Bitcoin, I mean, it's down there right now. It's definitely not getting a hard push as of yet. Dang. Mara and Riot reflecting in the overall price action here as well. These are making some really tough pushes down. AMC down about 2%. It looks like I got a break underneath this pennant formation that we had rocking right now. So that was a break right here. And then it was trying to hold on this buy wall with that 18,000 shares at 1233. This candle wick down at 1224. That's a pretty heavy rejection. So pretty decent volume on that. 510,000 shares. Wait to see if this ends up being a little bit of a bear trap. Lamp off, lamp on. See if we get a little bit of a turnaround. But this is definitely a red day for AMC. And it looks like mostly a red day for the market, to be honest with you. GameStop holding up decently, up about 1.45%, but the market looks red again. I don't know what the SPY looks like. I'd be interested to see this. SPY is making a pullback right now as well, and it was up a pretty decent amount at the beginning of the day. Looking a little rough. Looking a little bit rough. So that is mirroring the SPY pretty much perfectly to a T. Let's see if we end up getting a bear trap right here. Have you seen the Adam Aaron interview from 2019 when he says they are being short of the media is misrepresenting their fundamentals? This has been happening since before the pandemic. Oh, 100%, man. The pandemic has just exacerbated it. It's made it worse. It's made it 10 times worse. That's the problem. Is this sort of fraudulence and bad behavior, basically abusing companies. And this is what it is, right? You've got different parties. You've got hedge funds, you've got media, you've got market makers. And they collude together, essentially, to decide, look, we're going to attack this specific company because of XYZ reason, and we don't care about what sort of damage control there is. And lots of people lose money. Freaking companies go bankrupt, right? To Chapter 11. So you've got CEOs, executives, and retail workers who lose their jobs in that sort of situation, right? Then you've got the retail investors who put their money into the stock, who keep buying the dip, keep buying the dip, keep buying the dip, anticipating that this is a fair market, and then eventually the stock is going to go back up, right? But what happens is they continue to fraudulently attack the company. They corrupt it. They plan and collude with different media sources. They mispaint the fundamentals. They short the stock way over leverage. They create shares that shouldn't exist. They try to dilute the stock down to freaking the bare bones minimum, and that's ultimately their goal. They want to take money from you. This stuff has been taking place forever. It's terrible. Is Roaring Kitty okay? I haven't heard from him in a long time. I don't know. I really don't have an answer for that. Hey Trey, sorry I missed the meetup. Come out in Raleigh next time around and we'll buy a few beers. Hey, sounds good, brother. I will. Was gonna buy some AMC shares, but Trey used reverse psychology on me. So no, no. God dang it, Trey's lamp. God dang it. Got a new cameo done in Twitter. Lil Rocket posted it for me because I don't have a following. It's a cameo for the army. Let's see what this is. Lil Rocket. Dear Ken Griffin, here's a message from us and Boston B-Man. Sponsored by... What is it called? What's the tweet? Is it this? Be a Man Mafia? That could be it. Be a Man Mafia. I'm not sure if this is it, though. You guys know? I'd have to watch it, but I'm not sure. I've got it pulled up, though, nonetheless. Looks like that might be a little bit of a bear trap. Let's see if Lamp follows through with that nice bear trap setup. Lamp off, lamp on. How was the wings last night? It was good. I got myself some spicy garlic, medium, and honey barbecue. I just wanted the spicy garlic, but we got the others too. How's that cracking coffee and Amish crack donuts? Dude, Jeff, decent. I tell you what, before this is all said and done, we're going to do a donut review. You know how we roll. We know how we roll. Absolutely. Gotta love discounts on a Friday. Absolutely, man. Currently down about 1.55% as it sits right now. Looking like it's getting a little bit of a bounce off of this bear trap setup. We're going to look at the SPY really quick and see if it's following that at all. And it looks like it is. Looks like this is following a little bit of a bear trap setup on the SPY. I mean, this is a picture-perfect bear trap setup, so I would not be surprised if we get a little bit of a reversal, at least 5-10 minute reversal on both the SPY and AMC. But we'll wait and see what ends up following through. When am I coming to Canada? Should I come to Canada sometime? I've never been. I lived in Minnesota for a really long time, so the fact that I've never gone is probably bad, but I've never been out there. I could definitely do it. What's up, Trey? Love your content and energy. Send you a DM on a Yahoo article. By the way, a follow back on Twitter would make my day. Much love, Moon Gang. So I just need your handle, man. Give me that handle. Gotta move the arrow. You're absolutely right. Gotta do that. Arrow shift. Autobots roll out. You know what it is. You know, I haven't done this in a minute. The good old fashioned smolder boulder. Oh, cringy. Yeesh. Hey, Trey, can you watch the newest video of The Masked Investor? I'm not going to watch it on my stream, but I will check it out, man. I have seen some of his stuff. Is it a K-Circle donut? No, it is not. It had some Amish crack in here. It was good. Rise and Roll Bakery, but it's some pretty decent looking. I've got some high expectations. I've already eaten 2 of these, but these are some really freaking decent looking donuts. You guys will have to let me know which one we end up reviewing, but holy Toledo, they're good. They're decent. It'd take me there. Need some support on these June 18 $20 calls in at 125. What is it trading at right now? Oh, you got the 20s. Oh, jeez. I was like, wow, that's really rough. So they're trading at 79 cents right now. You're down about 50-ish%. So if you really believe in these strikes, what you can do is average in, but just know that this is playing the lottery a little bit, right? It's a decent odds lottery ticket. So what you're banking on with those pretty deep out the money call options is that you get a hard break over $14.50. I think there's a decent, chance of those coming to fruition, but I can't guarantee you anything, man. What I will tell you is I've got $25 strikes for June 18th, so I'm in it with you. I am. I'm glad you're streaming. Just got off a work meeting. Now listening to you. Hey, welcome, Catherine. Good to have you here. AMC $15 puts, says David. I'm not playing puts on AMC. That's not for me. I tried sending a song here yesterday, but it didn't work. It should be in your email. Let me check the inbox. Also known as little boxes. I'm not seeing it in here. What's the name? What's the name on the email? Because I'm not seeing it. Playing cash secured puts. It's an option. You can do that if you want. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I'm just playing the calls. That's just me. But if you think you're gonna be able to make money on the short term while you're waiting for this to do what it's got to do, then you can do what you want to do, man. Absolutely. Boulder. More. Where would that be? Oh, it's probably because I'm on that different. Well, hold on a sec. This could be it. Let me check my About section on YouTube. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I didn't realize that that got changed. So I'll have to get into my other email. I've got two different ones. I've got two separate emails, and one of them is the one that's on my About section. It's not the one that I thought it was. So I have to get the password for that, and that's in a folder that I don't have. I got to get access to here really quick, but I will check that out, man. Man, that actually explains a lot. So I've been looking at the wrong email. I thought there was a different email on YouTube. You motivated me yesterday. Bought 800 more this morning. There you go, baby. There you go. How is ANVS sitting right now? A lot of people have been bringing up ANVS. Yeesh. Holy Toledo. What a crazy push this thing had. Wow. 35 bucks up to 77, up 170% right now. That's a pretty wild push from the pre-market. That's a dirty, dirty, dirty run. You'd be up 100% if you bought it at 35 bucks, but I wouldn't chase it right now. That looks like a possible beginning of a downtrend that I wouldn't want to touch. But that's wild. Holding 1,200 shares all the way from Northern Ireland. Loving the daily live streams. Can you have a look at Duck Do for me? Is that a company? Duck Do? D-Man on Twitter? I'll check Twitter really quick. I'm not sure what that is. Tons of bots. Are there bots in here? I guess I haven't seen them. Back from Lou's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, man. SPY right now is up about 0.28%. Market as a whole definitely is having a little bit of a rough time. And this is reflecting a little bit of AMC's price action. This could be the beginning of an inverse head and shoulders pattern, but we got to wait and see how that ends up playing out. But it's just flat. Not a lot of volume on this. They tried driving it down to 1224 with this pretty big spike in red volume here. 510,000 total shares. This is going to be another heavily shorted day. I mean, Ortex is telling you the entire freaking picture. Let's just look at the Ortex data here one more time. It was up 3.8%, and now it's up 4.48. So very heavy shorting day. 6.63 million total shares borrowed. I would not be surprised in the least bit if Ortex has some sort of update out on this, but I'm going to screenshot this out anyways. Let's just take a quick screenshot, and I'll call this Ortex data May 21. So I've got a record of that. I try to document the short interest data by the off chance that it never ever needs to be referenced. Heavy shorting day. I thought I saw Matt Coors just tweeted something, but maybe oh, here it is. I still can't believe that tweet, man. I still can't believe Rich. I still can't. I just do not understand, dude. This man, pretty wild. Telling you got pants on. These are shorts, running shorts. I do have pants on. What would happen in the case of a deceased person owning AMC stock? I'm sure many shareholders passed away last year. How would they be counted? I actually don't have an answer for that. I'm not entirely sure what that looks like. So I think what it would come down to is if they had some sort of legally binding document written up saying that, hey, this person will inherit the shares of my brokerage. If it ends up, if I end up deceasing, they will have it. It might be something like that. But in the case of if they don't have some sort of legally binding document written up, I don't know who would get the shares. I don't have an answer for that. Can I get another shout out for Trace Chair on Twitter? I've been having a blast on your stream. Make sure everything you do. Hey, shout out to Trace Chair, man. That object, she treats my back and my behind pretty decent. I'll tell you that right now. I want to check here Tiblio option screeners. Let's check the long calls. Covered calls. AMC covered call at 14 bucks. Stock price 12.32. Estimated credit is about a $1.83. If called, 29%. Also got it at 20. Oh no, that's not it. $14, 14 bucks. I want to see some long calls in here on Tiblio, but this essentially just takes data and different algorithm trading. It gives you an idea of what you could look at and see. Open interest, put call, expiration strike, stock price, option price, what you're looking for to pay, what you're looking for, essentially how long it should take, that sort of thing. I'm waiting for the day when the algorithm starts picking up AMC and that sort of screener. I think you're looking at a pretty solid opportunity. Most of all platforms have beneficiary setup options. I think they do. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Is stream blurry for everyone else? So a couple of people have had that problem. I think it might be like a latency thing, but I turned the latency down essentially because it decreases the overall lag. So it's a pros and cons thing, right? Would you guys rather the latency was higher and there's a longer lag? It's like a 30-second delay between what I say and what you guys hear. Or do you want the lower latency where there's like a 5-10 second delay, but you might run into a little bit lower quality in terms of the actual live stream, visual quality? You guys just let me know. Thank you, Soul Lighter. I'm trying to make it make sense trend on Twitter with the inflow screenshot. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely it. That's it. Let's do it. May 21. When inflow is greater than outflow, stocks are supposed to go up. This is a trend I've seen in AMC for quite some time now. Piss. Make it make sense. Phone quality is very poor. So I'm going to read through this. Poor visually on a phone. Arrow needs to move just like the stock. We'll move that arrow for you, baby. I'm waiting for some moves, man. I mean, ultimately, it's just not much happening. It's just trading sideways. Your video quality is great for me. Was that an OnlyFans folder? Oh, yeah, obviously. Obviously. We love that OnlyFans stuff. We do, for sure. People spreading FUD in your name. Did you say crypto is going down because they are covering AMC losses? Just a question. So no, I didn't say that they're covering AMC losses. I said that what I think you're seeing within crypto, and it happened the last time you saw this big flush, is big crypto positions getting liquidated in anticipation of other positions, long positions likely that, or short positions, I should say, that are probably in the red, right? So this is the thing. They already announced it. There's no secret here. It was already on CNBC. You saw with Ethereum and Bitcoin and all these other huge crypto blue chips that had big hits. It took big hits in the last 5 days, right? You see this huge flush down here? CNBC covered an article essentially saying, or put out a piece saying, hey, this happened because of margin calls. And I think it's very likely you could see something very similar here. Now, this isn't to the same extent, but this is an equally unnatural move that you just saw out of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, it's an equally unnatural move. I wouldn't call that FUD in the least bit by saying that's an unnatural move, and that it could be because, essentially, of big liquidations that could be taking place. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. It happened last time, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again. Oh, man. Check your Twitter. I made you something. I need your PO. My Miranda's Crafty Corner. Check your post where you're holding your glasses. I put pics in there. Holding my glasses. Let's see. Let me scroll through. Is it Stevie? United Ape Army? Los? Carlos? Shiba Inu? This is pretty good. I love these, man. These are funny. What the heck is this? That's goofy. When AMC starts to squeeze? Yeah. I'm not seeing the picture, though. These are pretty funny. Is that it? Oh, man. Look at that. That's freaking sick. Okay, dude. I'll send you a quick message. Thank you for that. That's freaking dope, dude. Thank you for making that. Seriously. I appreciate it. Trey, new glasses look cool. I dig them. They definitely do the job. And it helps a lot with the light. I know people are always getting frustrated because I've got my bad eyes or whatever it is, but Peaky Weeky, Lou posted a new video. All right. Looking at moving to Oklahoma, any suggestions for location, cheap houses in and up and coming areas? So, Steven, I've been in Oklahoma for about 6-ish months, and the reason that I'm out there is essentially just for work, right? So I'm not very familiar with the area other than like Oklahoma City and Lawton. Those are the two places that I've kind of come and gone. So I wish I could give you kind of an answer for that, but I do know that the house market, the real estate market in Lawton isn't too expensive, but it's because of the area, right? You're paying for essentially the location. So I wish I had an answer for you, but I'm not super familiar with Oklahoma. That's not where I'm from. I'm from the Midwest, Minnesota. For a little confidence boost or to see how corrupt or how far these big funds will go to manipulate the market, I recommend watching The Big Short. Absolutely, man. It's a good one for sure. Thinkorswim is awesome. I like Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim's good. Check out Gary's MIT blockchain course on YouTube. Hey, if you want to do it, feel free. I'm focused on AMC as it sits right now. For now, that is the game plan. Barry Gensler's garbage account, not Gary Gensler. Yes, sir. Tweet AOC. She will go after corruption. Do you think we should do it? What do you think? AMC to me embodies a lot of the malpractice and fraudulence that seems to get hidden behind closed doors. No? Oh, we're getting some controversy. You know, give me 10 seconds here. Let me think. I want to think of a way to say this. I think this is kind of what you're looking at in terms of the two sides, right? There's one side where I think apes by ourselves can continue to hold the line and to do our part, right? To buy and hold, to talk out against what's happening, and to essentially just do our job, right? The control the controllables and talk out against the uncontrollables. And there's this second piece where you may want to reach out to other people and see if they have something to offer that could speed up the process or make something happen. So staying completely unpolitical about this, like I am not a political guy. I never make things about politics. I think there's way more that brings people together than separates them. But do you think it's worth it to reach out to a politician to speak out about this sort of stuff, or should we just continue to do it on our own as the community has? Because I think what we've done over the last 5 months has been incredibly decent. I mean, I think we've done some really, really solid things. it's ultimately just a decision that I think the community together can make. Oh, there's like an even split. I'm seeing yes and no go back and forth between everybody. Politics do divide. I think I agree with you. I'm not a political guy, so maybe this is the way that we're gonna rock it. Legendary Age, Naked and Afraid, 60 days. You're welcome at my hostel anytime. Free stay. I also offer veteran trips and retreats. Dude, I met you, man. That's what's up. EJ, I met one of the freaking legends from Naked and Afraid yesterday. That was a really cool thing. All right. Tagged and retweet AMC and LV. JT Johns AMC 500K. Let me take a peeky weeky, man. You're not popping up. Oh, nope. Just kidding. You did. I'm just not I'm a silly chicken, I guess. Since I'm having a good time, here's our boy Trey Scarface. Was that it? You said it was a tag tweet? Tagged you in a retweet. Okay. It's so beautiful I could cry. That one? Yeah, this is pretty dope. This is pretty cool. City of Las Vegas. AMC to the moon. Look at that. Chilling out in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, man. That's what's up. You love to see it. You really do. You really do. Lost rent money on calls. Damn casino, don't tell my wife. Just buy more shares to keep the pressure on these buttheads. Thanks for everything. Hey, Mike, your secret's safe with me. Your secret is safe with me. All right, I've got over 200 shares, but I'm not a numbers guy. Say this goes to 100K or even just 10K. How will the hedge funds generate enough to pay out? Maybe I grossly misunderstand how much money they have. So there's kind of a file through essentially on how you guys are going to get paid, in my personal opinion, right? You've got hedge funds, you've got the lenders who lent out stock to hedge funds, and then you've got the National Security Clearing Corporation, and they're basically insurance policy, which would cover any sort of losses that can't get paid for if hedge funds file Chapter 11, right? So you get paid by hedge funds, they go bankrupt, right? And then you come back over to lenders who might have some sort of insurance policy from these different hedge funds, which would pay up. And then you've got the National Security Clearing Corporation, which gets settled fund deposits essentially from members who borrow stock or who engage in transactions on differing securities. And you get paid through these three different entities from what I know, right? Check out the new Motley Fool article telling people to buy AMC. Man, they just go back and forth over and over and over and over and over. It is the goofiest thing ever. How new is this? Motley Fool. Let's just look it up. Motley Fool AMC. Is it this one? Does anybody have a link? Because it's not popping up on Webull, and I'm not seeing a very recent one here on the charts. Holy crap! This thing's just not stopping. I'm honestly really surprised by this. What is the float on this stock? That would do it. The free float's like 4.49 million, so it's moving off of insanely low volume. But Jesus, top three stocks. Was it that one? Okay, that would make sense. Top three stocks. There it is. Let's check it out. BlackBerry? Really? They're going to trash talk AMC and then say BlackBerry. Sundial, AMC. BlackBerry, Sundial, AMC. so strange. I don't understand. This is literally the goofiest thing ever. This is so goofy. This is so freaking goofy, man. I mean, they piss talk these stocks all the time. These are literally 3 of the freaking heavily short stocks in the stock market, and they're saying that these 3 all of a sudden are good buys, which I'm all about, right? It's freaking cool to see they're talking nice about it, but what the heck? Like, they just go back and forth like a freaking, it's just bipolar, man. It's insane. It makes no sense. I don't get it. Are they trying to freaking trap people or something? Is that what this is? I'm so confused, man. This is outrageous. This is wild. Citadel didn't pay them this month. That's got to be it. Yeah. Citadel has gone bankrupt. So Motley Fool's like, all right, screw it. Let's just say what we actually think. Interesting. Very interesting stuff. Wow. Well, all right. There it is. Reverse psychology. Keep up the great work. Enjoy listening to your stream on my morning workouts. Thank you, brother. What trajectory would that arrow be on 82 millimeter? It would be like this. Bam! It would actually be so upward trending that it would go backwards, and you would see all the price action from previous go up, which would be good. Michaela was found deceased. Very sad. Oof. Anyways, please check out your metal tribute. No copyright issues. YouTube is Andrew Soto. Holy crap, man. I remember your GoFundMe. I'm sorry to hear about Michaela. You're really in my thoughts. That obviously freaking sucks. Dang. Drop some gorillas in the chat for just a swinging. It was, I think it was your friend's niece. I'm sorry to hear about that, brother. I really am. You're in my thoughts. Wow. Well, you really are in my thoughts, brother. I promise you. I really do. And it looks like you've got some love here in the chat, too. Hey, Treyders, joining for the day. How was your meet and greet? Hope all is well, brother. Enjoy your weekend. The meet and greet was awesome, man. It really was. I had a good time. I had a lot of fun. It was good to hear people's stories and why people are holding AMC stock, because ultimately that's what it comes down to, right? Everybody's got a story. Everybody wants to make sure their story is heard and told, right? And it was really awesome to be able to hear that. So that's what I enjoyed the most about it, was just meeting the real people and connecting faces to names on the internet and seeing that it's real in real life, because I think it's easy to forget that behind a computer screen, but it's real stuff. It really is. It really is. Can I do a TA on AEVA Tiblio pick? Yeah, I can 100% do that. AEVA. Let's just look at this on the 1 month. Definitely an upcoming reversal possible. You're looking at a 15 EMA crossover, the 200 EMA potential. And if it gets a break over resistance at 938, you're looking at a pretty good potential for sure. Neckline break is going to have to come first. Quadruple top setup at 864. You're waiting for a push over that. And if it gets the break, you're looking at a good opportunity for sure. Definitely. I did post a picture from last night too, by the way. It is up on my Twitter if you want to check it out. I saw that question down there. It is right here for you under tweets and replies. These are the guys. These are the fam right here. All the different apes. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. Absolute blast. For sure. Okay. So I'm going to try and get back to as many of these super chats as I can really quick, but I did just get a text asking if I can go get lunch really quick with the girl. Like I said, we're getting Olive Garden. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to read through these here really quick just so I can get back to as many people as I can. Where was I? Brock the Eater. There we go. Brock the Eater. Let me just pull you up on Twitter here really quick. She's gonna get frustrated. I'm gonna be late. I apologize ahead of time. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Go to messages. Oh, that's sick, dude. I dig that for sure. Heck yeah. No, that's not what it is. That's freaking cool though, man. I dig that. Good stuff. Trey, big fan, been here since January. I know you're focusing on AMC, but any thoughts on MindMed? I'm bullish on them long term. I actually like MindMed a lot. I think they offer a lot to the table, but it's going to be a volatile journey because I don't think psychedelics are quite in the space that they need to be yet for you to make your true profit off of MindMed. It's just going to take some time. But I'm bullish on them. I really am. If I was to look at them on the chart setup here really quick, they did just get uplisted to the NASDAQ recently. Just look at this on a 1 month. It's slowly stair-stepping higher lows and higher highs, right? Higher low, 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 low. If it continues this trend, you're looking at a bounce pretty relatively soon here. It just needs to continue to respect this ascending level of support, right? So I would say a bounce somewhere around $3.45 if I had to take a stab at it. Look at a pretty significant level of resistance at about 380. So that's what you're looking at in grand scheme of things. Push over 380, I think you're going to be looking at a test of about 417 or so. And then next up would be 480, and then the ultimate high up in that $6 range. For sure. Trey, please tweet Mr. Beast. He has a massive following. It would be great to get this community board. I've already tweeted him, man. I've tweeted him twice. So I've definitely tried. If he gets back to me, I'll let everybody know. Sill Johnson, 2002 Player Hater of the Year. Yes, sir. Has your May or June prediction changed? Not yet. Not yet. And if it does, I'll let everybody know. Your number one anime waifu. Mine is Raftalia from Rising of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hero. Ooh, good question. Good question. I can't think of her name, but it's from the 7 Deadly Sins. She's one of the sins. I'm spacing right now. But that would be my waifu for sure. Any thoughts on a meet and greet in Oklahoma? 100%, man. I definitely am going to do it. It's been requested, and I definitely want to. You know what it is. Weebs. I'm a big weeb, man. I'll own that every time. Absolutely will. Absolutely will. I take no shame in that. In fact, I take pride in it. I'm a weeb, and I always will be. Absolutely. Merlin, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. You should get a Wacom tablet to help with your on-screen writing and drawing. They sell some pretty affordable ones like $60, AMC to the moon. I think I'm going to pick one up from Best Buy today when I get a TV. That's the game plan. Leave now? No! Come on! Come on! Come on! I wonder why SEC doesn't question the hedge funds by now since they're putting the economy in jeopardy again. The time's going to come, man. I'm telling you. The time will freaking come. It really will. You're going to come to Chicken Church. You're going to go to Tendy Town. You're going to eat some lemon pepper tendies. And you're going to know it's going to happen because the whole stock market and the crypto market, in my opinion, is going to crash when AMC makes its bad move down. Or bad move up, I should say. I don't know why I got that backwards. I was mixing it up with the freaking stock market and the crypto stuff. But when AMC moons, man, you're going to see this inverse relationship on the stock market and crypto. That's ultimately what it is. Love the glasses, bro. Love the glasses, bro. Cooking with Crisco. Hodling 1K AMC shares. Also looking for a good day trade. Any ideas? Leading gapper right now is ANVS, but if you're gonna day trade this, be super ultra ridiculously cautious, right? Because this is really extended, right? So if you're gonna get in it, you gotta be willing to get out on a flip of a dime. But you're looking for leading gappers for day trades, and this is a leading gapper for sure. Just be careful. It's extended. I wouldn't hold it for more than a couple minutes if you're gonna touch this. There's a lot of risk. How great are them damn dandelions? Trey's Lawn Boy service? Yes. That's nuts. Oh, man. You guys crack me up. What should I set my sell price at? I've been buying 50 shares a week and daddy needs a house. I'm not going to tell anybody when to buy and sell. The big thing that I try to preach and it's hit home every single time I talk about AMC stock is it's your floor and you decide what your stock is worth. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If you want to sell it at X, then sell it at X. That's ultimately what it comes down to. It really is. I wish I could give you an answer, but I can't. It's entirely up to you. It really is. All right. The last buying pressure we could really use to trigger a squeeze is a transfer of only AMC stock from Robinhood into a legit platform. Same in mind of Fidelity on Monday. That would help force synthetics to the light. I think you're absolutely right, man. If there's any platform out there that is not actually buying stock, it'd be Robinhood, in my opinion. I think 100%. I think that'd be the spot that wouldn't be doing it. And there's been some proof. I mean, the fact that they go through dark pools to get a huge majority of their orders filled is a little sketchy to me. It really is. There's no enemy inside. The enemy outside cannot hurt you. Positive vibes only. Weiler! Can you follow on Twitter to chat? Wild man. Absolutely, man. You're always in here. You're always straight up chilling. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, and congrats to your little one. Can I get another shout out for Trace Chair on Twitter? Hey, shout out to Trace Chair. I buy the rips, I buy the dips, I buy the stock until the noose. Oh, that's the way to say it, man. Absolutely. All right, guys. For everybody that sent me a super chat, I appreciate it, but I'm already going to be extremely late, so I apologize that I'm tuning out here. But like I said, just going to be live streaming for a couple hours here today, and I'll put out another video here tonight before I end up making my drive back. But I am leaving tomorrow pretty early in the morning, so I'm going to be heading out of North Carolina, go back to Oklahoma. It's about an 18 to 19-hour drive, depending on traffic, and I'll be back cooking with Cruisco hopefully by Sunday. So video before I head out here tomorrow. You guys can expect that from me, but I'm going to go get that lunch. You guys are always harping on me to eat some lunch and take care of myself, and I'm going to try and do my best here on my last day in North Carolina. So that's my game plan. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you wouldn't mind me doing a favor, just drop a like on the video on the way out. Helps out a lot. I really do appreciate it. Means a lot to me. So much love to the Ghoulie Gang. Peace, love, and positivity. Catch y'all in the next one. And later.